Oh, he's the funniest guy in the world. Like, he's not going to talk to you if he don't know you. But if you know, all those stories that Kenny and he tells, he probably got more stories than any person I've ever known in my life. I mean, obviously,
he had some more he had for us today.
Well, first of all, he can't even tell those stories with kids in the audience. I mean, but they're the best stories. I just think it's great for him, the city of Boston, to acknowledge it. You know, the Celtics, I said, when I got hurt and ended my career, I've said playing against the Celtics was one of the coolest things that ever happened to me in my life. And the Lakers and the Celtics are by far and away the two most important NBA franchises. But it's an honor and a pleasure to play. I played against the Celtics, and to give arguably definitely the greatest winner, arguably the greatest player ever, and to be here is pretty cool.
What was Bill's biggest impact on your career?
I think his overall mentorship and his overall ability to take a basketball moment and relate it to a life experience. As you saw today with all of his stories, you know, he's always able to take his story, regardless if it's a pass or a jump shot, and relate it into a lifetime experience. So it's something that they thought was going to be punishment for me sitting next to Coach Russell on the team bus and on the planes actually turned out to be the best moment of my life. I don't think none of the generation saw him play, but they know the impact. Because when LeBron says 3, 4, 5, 6, he still ain't reaching where Bill Russell is. So you can count as many times. That press conference would have took an hour if he was trying to get to the number that Coach Russell's at. So, yeah, without question. I mean, I think the generation understands what he is and who he is, even though they might not have seen him play.
So what did today's ceremony mean for you overall?
Well, I've always had a respect for Bill Russell and how great of an athlete he is. But to sit and listen to him sometimes, I mean, some of the things that he says, it really hits home, you know, as an individual athlete, you know, ourselves. So to listen where he is now and where he's going and what he's trying to accomplish, I mean, he's doing great things just because he was a great athlete.
What was it like for you coming into the organization after the groundwork that he had laid out?
Well, I was just happy to be drafted by the Boston Celtics and to be into an organization that has been successful ever since I've been watching. So to get a chance to play with that organization, I was very, very proud. Because see, I came when Russell left, or he was leaving when I was coming. So I never got a chance to play with or against him. I just admired him from a distance as a player.
How much did you get a chance to get to know him over the years?
Well, I got to know him, you know, but I just didn't get a chance to play with him. I got to see how great he was just as an athlete. I mean, you look at stat sheets and young players try to have big stat sheets, but Russ wasn't about that. He was about winning. You see, and so to pass on those necessary things that you need to know when you talk about winning versus losing.